When some variables change, like for example variable counter is changed, and when value of particular property depends on such variable, React will not re-render such components as large text, for example. Again, even if such variable's counter is modified. And that means that now in the user interface, we see information that is actually outdated. We see counter that is 0, but in fact, now counter is equal to 8. We clearly see that here in the console. And that's where React State comes in. With help of React State, you could synchronize values of variables, like for example counter, with user interface, and re-render particular components each time when corresponding variables, for example variable counter, are changed. And that's what actually makes React applications reactive. They react and they are changed after modification of some variables. But such approach that we outlined here, we defined a new variable, then here we increment it, does not work, as we now see here. We need to use React State in the React components. And if we are using React functional components, then we could utilize React hooks and particular hook that is called useState. Let's now rewrite our app component and introduce here React State using useState React hook. First of all, we need to import useState from the React library. Let's do that here at the line 1. Let's add import statement, import. Here will be pair of two curly braces, and here let's type useState, starting from lowercase u. And let's import from React package. React package was installed as dependency of this project. And now we are able to use useState inside of this component. And let's use it here. Let's remove this line where we define counter variable like that. And here at the beginning of this function, let's do following. Let's call useState function, and let's pass 0 as single argument to it. And now here I see that this useState function will actually return an array of two elements. First one will have type number, and second one is of type React dispatch. And now we could actually use destructuring in order to define two new variables, and we will call them counter and setCounter. Let's do that here on the left side, and let's define two new variables using const. Here will be destructuring syntax like that. Here will be equal sign. First variable will be named counter, and second one will be setCounter like that. And now when our component is initially rendered, counter variable will be declared and its value will be initially set to 0. And now using setCounter function, we are able to modify value of the counter variable. And now this variable is actually part of the React state of this app component. How it will differ from the previous case where we defined a counter variable, we will see just in a moment.